Welcome to our deep dive into Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
We're going to be working with excerpts and images from the book.
Yeah.
And really kind of our mission is to extract those gold nuggets of wisdom that can really make a difference in your life.
I think from the get-go, this book throws down a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Ken Blanchard,
Yeah.
in the foreword,
Yeah.
talks about witnessing Robbins walk across hot coals unharmed.
Oh, wow.
Setting the stage for the idea that we're capable of far more than we think.
That's one heck of an opening act for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of pushing boundaries, Robbins dives right into this idea of modeling excellence.
Right.
And it's about learning from those who have already achieved what you want.
Yeah.
But he takes it a step further.
Yeah.
He says it's not just about copying them.
Right.
It's about understanding the underlying beliefs and strategies that drive their success.
Absolutely.
Right.
He argues that success leaves clues.
Yeah.
By studying those who excel, we can uncover those hidden patterns and mindsets that lead to extraordinary results.
Yeah. It's like having a blueprint to success.
It is.
But the key is to adapt those blueprints to your own unique situation.
Absolutely personalize it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
It's like having a mentor in a book guiding you every step of the way.
Absolutely.
And one of the first things that Robbins tackles is this idea of state.
Right.
And he's not talking about the state that you live in. He's talking about your internal, emotional, and physiological condition.
Right.
He even suggests that we can choose our state by consciously controlling our thoughts and our physical actions.
He uses a brilliant example of that with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Even as a young man, was determined to become a film director.
Yeah.
He didn't just dream about it, he took action.
Yeah.
He snuck onto the Universal Studios lot,
Wow.
observed everything, and strategically positioned himself for success.
Yeah.
It's a powerful example of how our actions can shape our state and ultimately our destiny.
Yeah, it's like he embodied the state of a successful director
He did.
before he even had the title.
Right.
Which kind of brings us into this whole nother core concept.
Right.
And this is Robbins' belief that there's no such thing as failure, only results.
Right.
So every experience, even what we might perceive as negative, provides valuable feedback that we can use to adjust course and get closer to our goals.
Absolutely.
Makes you think about the setbacks that you may be facing right now in a whole new light.
Absolutely. Robbins argues that every experience, whether we label it success or failure, offers a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
He uses the example of Abraham Lincoln, who experienced numerous setbacks before becoming president.
Right.
Each failure actually served as a stepping stone on his path to ultimately achieving his goal.
A powerful reminder that we can choose how we interpret our experiences.
Absolutely.
Instead of viewing setbacks as failures.
Yeah.
We can see them as valuable feedback that helps us grow and learn.
Yeah.
But how do we actually change those ingrained beliefs that might be holding us back?
Well, Robbins offers several strategies for reshaping our beliefs. One of the most powerful is modeling the beliefs of those who already possess the qualities we desire.
Right. So it's about asking ourselves,
Absolutely.
what do successful people believe about this situation?
That's the question.
Right.
And by adopting the beliefs of those who excel, we prime ourselves for similar outcomes.
It's like giving yourself a mental upgrade.
It is.
And it's not about waiting for a lucky break.
No.
It's about consciously choosing the thoughts and beliefs that empower us to achieve our goals.
Absolutely.
Now, this all ties into his ultimate success formula, right?
It does.
He lays out 7 fundamental traits
Yep.
that he believes all successful people share.
He does.
I'm ready to hear about these traits. What makes these individuals tick?
Well, he starts with the ability to organize resources effectively.
Oh, interesting.
Just like Spielberg strategically positioned himself on that Universal lot, successful people have a plan.
Yeah.
They gather the resources to execute it. Then there's strategy itself, knowing what to do and how to do it to achieve specific outcomes.
So it's not just about hard work, it's about working smart.
Absolutely.
What are the other 5 traits that round out this success formula?
Successful individuals have a clear understanding of their values, knowing what truly matters to them. They have a strong work ethic, meaning they consistently put in the effort, required to achieve their goals. They possess bonding power, the ability to connect with and influence others. They've mastered communication, effectively conveying their message and inspiring action. And finally, they demonstrate unwavering commitment to their goals.
That's quite a list.
It is.
It sounds like Robbins is saying that success isn't just about one thing. It's about cultivating a combination of skills, beliefs, and habits. But he doesn't just list these traits.
No.
He provides actionable strategies for developing them.
He does.
He dives deep into techniques like neurolinguistic programming, or NLP, which seems to be all about understanding and literally reprogramming our thought patterns and behaviors for success.
NLP is particularly fascinating because it explores how we use our senses, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, to process information and experience the world. By understanding our individual submodalities, which are the subtle distinctions within each sense. We can learn to shift our emotional states. And create new, empowering patterns.
So instead of feeling like we're at the mercy of our emotions, we can actually learn to control them. Okay, I'm starting to see how all of this fits together. By understanding the power of our beliefs, mastering our state, utilizing NLP techniques, we can become the architects of our own success.
Absolutely.
It's like having the owner's manual to your own mind.
It is.
And Robbins goes even further.
He does.
Providing specific techniques for controlling our state through physiology. Like changing our posture or breathing. To instantly shift our emotions. He even uses a Peanuts comic strip.
He does.
To illustrate this. Showing how Charlie Brown's slumped posture literally reflects his defeated emotional state. It's a powerful reminder that our physical actions can influence our emotional state.
Absolutely.
If we adopt a posture of confidence and energy, our minds will follow suit. It's like we're sending signals to our nervous system saying, hey, we're ready for success.
This reinforces the idea that we are not simply victims of our circumstances. We have the power to choose our responses, shape our beliefs, and ultimately create the lives we desire.
It makes me wonder about the role of energy in all of this. Where does energy fit into Robbins' equation for achieving unlimited power?
Well, Robbins dedicates an entire chapter to energy, the fuel of excellence. He argues that our biochemistry is the foundation of our mental and physical well-being. Now, this isn't just about grabbing an energy drink. It's about understanding how our choices impact our energy levels on a fundamental level.
So we're talking about a more holistic approach.
We are.
To energy management. One that considers not just our physical energy, but also our mental and emotional energy.
Exactly.
So Robbins emphasizes the importance of proper breathing. Hydration and nutrition for optimal energy levels. He even introduces this concept of controlled consumption.
He does.
Which is about making conscious choices. About what we put into our bodies. And how those choices impact our energy.
It is.
This controlled consumption idea seems really interesting. What are some specific examples of how Robbins applies this concept? Does it tie into the idea of food combining? Which I know he talks about.
While he does mention food combining, the bigger picture here is about being mindful of what you consume and how it impacts your energy. Instead of just mindlessly eating whatever is convenient, you start paying attention to how different foods make you feel, physically and mentally.
So do they give you sustained energy, or do they leave you feeling sluggish and drained?
That's the question.
It's like becoming a scientist of your own body.
It is.
Experimenting with different inputs to see what feels you best.
Absolutely. And this ties back to his concept of modeling excellence. Learning from those who have already mastered this area. He doesn't just give you a set of rules. He encourages you to find what works for you and to adapt those strategies to your own needs and goals.
That's really empowering.
It is.
So instead of following a rigid diet plan, you're encouraged to develop a deeper understanding of your own body. To make choices that support your unique energy needs.
Absolutely.
It's about taking control of your health and well-being.
It is.
From the inside out.
Precisely.
And speaking of taking control, one of the most fundamental and often overlooked ways to manage energy is through proper breathing.
It is.
Robbins highlights the importance of deep diaphragmatic breathing for increasing oxygen intake, which can boost your energy levels and improve mental clarity.
Absolutely.
This reminds me of the yoga and mindfulness practices that are becoming increasingly popular. Yeah, they are.
It's fascinating how ancient wisdom is now being validated by modern science.
Robbins even provides a specific breathing exercise. Inhale for a count of 4.
Okay.
Hold for 8. Exhale for 8.
Okay.
Simple but powerful technique
Yeah.
can help you instantly shift your state and boost your energy.
And the best part is you can do it anytime, anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
This highlights a key theme in Robbins' work.
Okay.
That we have more control over our internal world than we often realize.
Right.
We can choose to focus on the things that drain our energy. Or we can choose to focus on the things that fuel our energy.
Right.
It's all about making conscious choices that support our overall well-being.
It's about becoming the CEO of your own energy.
It is.
Monitoring your resources and making strategic investments in the activities and practices that give you the biggest return.
Exactly.
So it's not just about eliminating energy drains.
It's also about actively cultivating energy sources that are aligned with your passions and values.
Yes.
So instead of just cutting out sugar or caffeine, it's about finding activities that bring you joy and purpose.
Yeah.
Activities that make you feel alive and energized.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Speaking of finding that spark, Robbins emphasizes the importance of incorporating regular exercise into our routines, specifically activities that elevate your heart rate and increase blood flow.
He's not just talking about hitting the gym, though.
Yeah, it's not.
He encourages us to find forms of movement that we actually enjoy.
Exactly. It could be dancing, hiking, playing a sport, anything that gets you moving and brings you joy.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
It is.
Where exercise feels less like a chore and more like a celebration of your physicality.
Right.
It's about reclaiming the joy of movement.
It is.
That feeling of being fully alive in your body.
Right.
And this all ties into the theme of listening to your body's signals.
Right.
If something feels good and energizing, do more of it.
Do it.
If something leaves you feeling drained and depleted, maybe it's time to reevaluate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's about becoming attuned to your body's wisdom and honoring its needs.
Yeah, and speaking of nourishment, Robbins also advocates for a diet rich in water content foods.
He does.
Like fruits and vegetables. He even goes so far as to say that the ideal human diet consists of 70% water-rich foods.
He does.
70%.
70%.
That's a pretty bold statement.
It is.
What's the reasoning behind such a high percentage of water-rich foods?
Well, Robbins bases this recommendation on research by Dr. Alexis Carrel, a Nobel Prize winner who studied the life cycles of cells. Carrel discovered that cells could be kept alive indefinitely by providing them with the nutrients they needed and removing their waste products efficiently.
Oh, interesting.
It's fascinating to think that something as simple as increasing our intake of fresh produce could have such a profound impact on our cellular health and energy levels.
And Robbins emphasizes that fresh fruits and vegetables are particularly beneficial.
They are.
Because they're packed with vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that support optimal health and vitality.
Right. It's about nourishing your body from the inside out.
It's like giving your body a spa treatment from the inside out.
It is.
Now, this makes me think about all the other ways we can nourish ourselves beyond just food. Things like sleep, relaxation, meaningful connections. These are all forms of nourishment that contribute to our overall well-being.
Absolutely. It's about adopting a holistic approach to health and well-being. Recognizing that our physical, mental, and emotional states are all interconnected.
Which brings us to another key aspect of Robbins' philosophy. That seems particularly relevant in our always-on world.
Absolutely.
The importance of sleep.
Yes. Robbins highlights the critical role of sleep in energy restoration and overall well-being. He suggests aiming for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night to allow the body and mind to fully repair and recharge.
So it's not just about the quantity of sleep.
It's
also about the quality.
It is about the quality.
Right. I've definitely experienced those nights where I technically got enough sleep. but it was restless and fragmented. And I woke up feeling just as tired as when I went to bed.
Robbins ties the quality of our sleep back to the concept of state. He emphasizes that our emotional and mental state before bed has a direct impact on how well we sleep.
Right.
If we go to sleep stressed, anxious, or with our minds racing, we're less likely to experience deep restorative sleep.
So it's not just about hitting the pillow at a certain time.
It's not.
It's about creating a relaxing bedtime routine.
Right.
That signals to our minds and bodies that it's time to wind down.
Absolutely.
And prepare for sleep.
This could involve taking a warm bath, reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation.
It's about creating a sense of peace and tranquility before sleep.
It is.
Allowing your mind and body to fully let go.
Right.
And enter a state of rest and rejuvenation.
Exactly.
This is a great reminder that sleep is not just about physically resting our bodies.
Right.
It's also about giving our minds a chance to decompress and recharge.
Yeah, it's like hitting the reset button on our nervous system.
Okay.
Allowing us to wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day.
And when you wake up feeling energized and clear-headed, you're better equipped to handle whatever challenges come your way.
Yeah.
You're more focused, more resilient,
right,
more likely to make choices that support your goals and well-being.
Absolutely.
It's like starting each day with a full tank of gas.
Yes.
Ready to hit the road and make things happen.
Right.
This brings us to another key pillar of Robbins' philosophy, and this is the power of commitment.
Right.
It seems to be the driving force that sustains us on the journey toward achieving our goals.
Absolutely.
Robbins believes that commitment is the essential ingredient that separates those who dream from those who achieve.
Yeah, it's about making a decision and then taking unwavering action toward your goals.
Yeah.
Even when faced with obstacles, setbacks, or moments of doubt.
It's about that refusal to give up.
Yes.
That inner fire that keeps you going.
Yeah.
Even when things get tough.
He uses the example of Larry Bird, the legendary basketball player. Bird wasn't necessarily the most naturally gifted athlete, but his unwavering dedication to excellence set him apart. He practiced harder, trained longer, and pushed himself further than anyone else.
It's a powerful reminder that talent alone is not enough.
It's not.
It's the combination of talent and unwavering commitment that creates true greatness.
Yeah.
But it's not just about gritting your teeth and pushing through.
No.
It's about finding joy and fulfillment in the process, right?
Yeah, it is.
When you're truly committed to something, the journey itself becomes a source of satisfaction and motivation.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
It is.
Where you're challenging yourself, but also enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
It's about aligning your actions with your passions and values so that the pursuit of your goals feels meaningful and fulfilling.
It does.
Not just a grueling uphill battle.
Yeah.
Now, this makes me think about those times when we might feel stuck or unmotivated.
Right.
How does Robbins suggest we reignite that spark of commitment?
Okay.
When we've hit a plateau or lost sight of our goals?
Robbins acknowledges that we all experience moments of doubt or discouragement, but he emphasizes the importance of remembering why we set those goals in the first place.
Okay.
He encourages us to reconnect with our vision, to visualize the positive impact achieving our goals will have on our lives and the lives of others.
So it's about reminding ourselves of the bigger picture.
Right.
The why behind the what.
The why.
And sometimes it's also about adjusting our approach, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe the path we're on isn't working.
Yeah.
Or maybe our goals have evolved.
Right. Robbins encourages us to be flexible and adaptable. To view setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to course correct and refine our approach.
Yeah, it's about embracing the process of growth and recognizing that the journey to success is rarely linear.
Absolutely.
It's about trusting.
Yeah.
That we'll find our way even if it means taking detours. Or adjusting our course along the way.
Right.
Now, this brings us to another key concept that Robbins emphasizes.
Okay.
And this is the importance of finding mentors and role models who embody the qualities that we aspire to develop.
Right.
He calls this modeling excellence.
He does. Robbins believes that we can accelerate our growth and achieve greater success by learning from those who have already paved the path.
Well, it's like having a personal success coach.
It is.
But in this case, your coach might be someone you admire from afar.
Right.
Someone whose story inspires you to reach higher.
Absolutely.
So instead of reinventing the wheel, we can look to those who have already achieved what we want and learn from their experiences, their strategies and their mindsets.
Yeah.
But it's not about blindly copying everything they do.
No, it's not.
It's about understanding the underlying principles of their success.
Right.
And finding creative ways to adapt them to your own unique personality and circumstances.
Exactly.
So it's about finding role models who resonate with you, whose values align with yours, and whose achievements inspire you to reach for your own potential.
Yes.
But how do we actually go about choosing mentors or role models effectively?
Well, it's essential to choose role models who not only possess the qualities you admire, but also resonate with your values and aspirations.
So it's not just about finding someone who's successful.
It's not.
It's about finding someone whose success aligns with your definition of a fulfilling life.
It is.
Okay.
And don't limit yourself to just one mentor or role model.
Oh, interesting.
You can have multiple mentors, each specializing in a different area of your life.
Yeah. Okay, so business, relationships. Health, spirituality, so on.
Spirituality, So the key is to be intentional about who you choose to learn from and how you model their excellence.
It's like creating your own personal board of advisors.
It is.
For your life. A dream team of experts to guide and support you on your journey to success.
Exactly.
And remember, modeling excellence doesn't mean blindly copying everything your role models do.
Right.
It's about taking the principles they embody and finding creative ways to apply them to your own life.
To your own life.
So it's about finding inspiration from those who have gone before us, but also charting our own unique path to success.
Absolutely.
And this aligns with Robbins's overall message in Unlimited Power.
It does.
That we have the power to create the life we desire.
We do.
But it requires conscious effort, commitment, and a willingness to push beyond our perceived limitations.
Absolutely.
So in a sense, it's about becoming the hero of our own story.
It is. That's a perfect way to put it.
It's about recognizing that we have the power to write our own script. To overcome challenges and to create a narrative of success and fulfillment.
And Unlimited Power provides the tools and inspiration to do just that.
Now, you mentioned that Robbins dedicates an entire section to leadership.
Yes.
What are some key insights he shares about effective leadership?
Robbins believes that true leadership is not about holding a title or a position. It's about inspiring and empowering others to achieve their full potential.
So it's not about wielding power over others.
It's not.
It's about using your influence to uplift and empower those around you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He emphasizes the importance of clear communication, shared values, and a compelling vision that unites and motivates people toward a common goal.
So it's about creating a sense of purpose and belonging.
It is.
That transcends individual aspirations. Bringing people together to achieve something greater than themselves.
Absolutely. And Robbins stresses the importance of leading by example.
Okay.
True leaders don't just talk the talk.
Right.
They walk the walk.
Okay.
They embody the values they espouse and inspire others through their actions, not just their words.
So it's about authenticity and integrity. Expert. It's fascinating how unlimited power seems to connect all these different aspects of life.
It does.
Our thoughts, our emotions, our relationships, our finances, even our spirituality. It's like he's saying that to truly achieve unlimited power, we need to address all these areas in a holistic way.
Exactly. And one of the most intriguing aspects of his approach is this idea of modeling excellence. He encourages us to find role models who embodies the qualities we aspire to develop and then study their pattern, their strategies, and their mindsets.
Yeah, it's like having a blueprint for success.
It is.
But the key is to personalize it. Adapting those strategies to fit your own unique circumstances. This makes me think about my own life. And the areas where I might be struggling, if I'm feeling stuck in my career, for example, maybe I need to find someone who has achieved the level of success I aspire to and study how they got there.
Right.
What specific steps does Robbins suggest
for
effectively choosing mentors or role models?
He emphasizes choosing role models who not only have achieved external success, but also embody the values and qualities that you admire.
Okay, so it's about finding people who resonate with your definition of a fulfilling life.
It is.
Not just those who've achieved fame or fortune.
Right.
So it's not just about finding someone who's successful in business, for example.
Right.
It's about finding someone who's successful in business and who also prioritizes family.
Right.
Personal growth. Or whatever else is important to you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And don't limit yourself to just one mentor or role model.
Oh, interesting.
You can have multiple mentors, each specializing in a different area of your life.
Right.
The key is to be intentional about who you choose to learn from and how you model their excellence.
So it's like creating your own personal board of advisors.
It is.
For your life.
Yeah.
A dream team of experts to guide and support you on your journey.
Exactly.
And this concept of modeling excellence seems like it could be applied to any area of life.
Absolutely.
Relationship.
Health, finances.
Even spirituality.
Spirituality, yes.
So
it's about recognizing that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are people who have already walked the path you're on, who've overcome similar challenges, and who have achieved the kind of success you desire by studying their patterns and adapting their strategies. You can accelerate your own growth and achieve your goals more effectively.
It's like having a shortcut to success.
It is.
But the key is to personalize it, making it your own.
Right.
Now, you mentioned earlier that Robbins also delves into the realm of relationships.
Right.
What are some of his key insights on building strong, fulfilling relationships?
Robbins believes that relationships are the foundation of a happy and fulfilling life.
Okay.
He emphasizes the importance of open communication, mutual respect, shared values, and a willingness to compromise.
But he takes it a step further.
He does.
By introducing this fascinating concept of love strategies.
Right.
Which I think could be particularly helpful for our listener.
Yeah.
We talked about this briefly earlier.
We did.
But I'm really intrigued to learn more.
Okay.
Can you elaborate on these love strategies?
I can.
And how they might play out in our listeners' relationships?
Robbins discovered through his work that people have specific patterns or strategies for how they give and receive love.
Okay.
These strategies are often unconscious, but they can create a lot of misunderstandings and conflicts in relationships if partners aren't aware of them.
Okay.
Imagine a couple where one partner expresses love through acts of service. Doing chores, running errands, fixing things around the house. But the other partner's love strategy is primarily based on words of affirmation. Hearing compliments, expressions of appreciation, and verbal reminders of love.
So in that scenario, the partner who focuses on acts of service might feel like they're doing everything they can to show their love. But the other partner might still feel unloved. Because their specific needs aren't being met.
Right.
They're not hearing those words of affirmation that make them feel truly appreciated.
Right.
It's like they're speaking different love languages.
They are.
And their messages are getting lost in translation.
Exactly. And Robbins identifies 3 main love strategies. Based on our primary sensory modalities. Visual, auditory, and kinesthetic.
So someone with a visual love strategy might feel most loved when their partner gives them thoughtful gifts or expresses their affection through words of affirmation.
They need to see.
So for them, it's about seeing and hearing expressions of love.
It is.
Does this mean that someone with an auditory love strategy would respond differently?
Exactly. Someone with an auditory love strategy might feel most loved when their partner spends quality time with them, listens attentively to their concerns, or expresses their affection through words of endearment.
So it's about feeling heard and understood.
It is.
About the warmth and connection created through spoken words and attentive listening. What about the kinesthetic love strategy? How do those individuals experience love?
For them, it's all about physical touch. They feel most loved when their partner engages in physical affection. Hugs, cuddles, holding hands, or back rubs.
So it's about feeling that physical connection and closeness with their partner.
Absolutely.
It's amazing to think that we all have these unique ways
We do.
of experiencing and expressing love.
Absolutely.
By understanding these love strategies, we can create more fulfilling relationships by speaking our partner's love language, so to speak.
Exactly.
It's not just about how much we love.
It's not.
It's about how we express that love in a way that our partner can truly understand and appreciate.
Absolutely. And Robbins provides specific techniques for uncovering these love strategies. He suggests paying attention to your partner's words, actions, and nonverbal cues to determine what makes them feel most loved and appreciated.
So it's like becoming a detective of love.
It is.
Observing your partner's behavior to decipher what makes their heart sing.
That's a great way to put it.
And it's also about open and honest communication.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Robbins emphasizes
He does.
the importance of creating a safe space for vulnerability and emotional intimacy where both partners feel comfortable expressing their needs and desires.
It's about having those sometimes difficult but ultimately rewarding conversations about what you each need to feel loved and appreciated.
It's about creating a deeper level of understanding and connection.
It is.
Ensuring that both partners feel loved and appreciated in a way that resonates with their individual needs. It's about moving beyond assumptions and expectations.
Absolutely.
And creating a relationship that's truly tailored to each other's unique needs and desires. Now, you mentioned earlier that Robbins also delves into the power of storytelling.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about why he believes storytelling is so important, especially in the context of unlimited power?
Robbins believes that stories are the most powerful way to connect with people, convey your message, and inspire action.
So it's like the difference between reading a dry textbook and being swept away by a captivating novel.
Exactly. Stories have the power to transport us to another world, to make us feel deeply, and to leave us forever changed.
They allow us to experience things vicariously.
They do.
To learn from others' experiences and to connect with universal truths. That transcends time and culture. This makes me think about how often we use stories in our everyday lives to share our experiences, to connect with others, to make sense of the world around us.
And Robbins encourages us to be more conscious of the stories we tell ourselves and others. He believes that the stories we choose to focus on shape our perceptions, our beliefs, and ultimately our destinies.
So if we want to create a more positive and empowering reality, we need to start by telling ourselves more empowering stories.
Absolutely.
If we're constantly replaying negative or limiting stories in our minds, that's what our reality will become.
It will.
And he provides specific techniques.
It does.
For crafting compelling stories that capture attention, evoke emotions, and inspire action.
Absolutely.
So it's about understanding the elements of a good story. The characters, the conflict, the resolution. And using those elements to create narratives that resonate with your audience.
Absolutely. And Robbins stresses the importance of authenticity in storytelling. He believes that the most compelling stories are those that come from a place of personal truth and experience.
It's about sharing your own vulnerabilities.
It is.
Your own triumphs. And your own lessons learned in a way that connects with others on a deeper level.
Exactly. It's not about trying to be someone you're not. It's about tapping into your own unique experiences and sharing them in a way that's authentic and relatable.
Now, you mentioned that Robbins also dives into the realm of persuasion, and that can sometimes feel like a loaded word.
It can.
Especially in a world where we're constantly being bombarded with messages trying to influence us.
Absolutely.
So how does Robbins approach this topic in a way that feels ethical and empowering?
Robbins believes that ethical persuasion is about creating win-win situations where both parties benefit.
So it's not about manipulating or coercing others.
It's not.
It's about understanding their needs. Connecting with them on a deeper level. And presenting your ideas in a way that resonates with their values and beliefs.
Absolutely.
So it's about finding common ground.
It is.
And creating a sense of mutual benefit. rather than trying to force your agenda on someone else.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that persuasion is a form of influence.
Yeah.
And influence can be used for good or for bad.
Exactly.
He emphasizes the importance of building rapport, establishing credibility, and framing your message in a way that aligns with your audience's values and motivations.
So it's about understanding
It is.
what's important to the other person.
Right.
And then presenting your ideas in a way
Yeah.
that shows how they can benefit from what you're offering.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And he provides specific techniques for building rapport, such as mirroring and matching body language, using the person's name, and finding common ground.
So it's about creating a connection.
It is.
On trust and mutual respect.
Right.
Rather than using manipulative tactics.
Yeah.
Or trying to trick someone into doing something they don't want to do.
Right. Exactly. And Robbins stresses the importance of being genuine, empathetic, and genuinely interested in the other person's perspective.
So it's about creating a dialogue.
It is.
Rather than a monologue.
Right.
So it's about listening as much as you speak.
It is.
Understanding other person's point of view and finding ways to create solutions that benefit everyone involved.
Right.
Now, one of the most fascinating aspects of unlimited power is Robbins' exploration of human potential and how to unlock it. It seems like this is a core theme.
It is.
That underpins everything else he talks about in the book.
Absolutely.
So how does Robbins define human potential?
Okay.
What are some of his key insights on tapping into those hidden reserves of power that we all possess?
Robbins believes that we all have far more potential than we often realize.
Right.
We're capable of achieving incredible things, but we're often held back by our own limiting beliefs and self-doubt.
So it's about recognizing that we are not defined by our past experiences or our current circumstances, but rather by our beliefs about what's possible.
Absolutely.
If we believe we're capable of achieving something, we're far more likely to take the actions necessary to make it happen.
He provides specific techniques for expanding our beliefs and tapping into our hidden potential, including setting big, audacious goals, taking risks, visualizing success, surrounding ourselves with positive influences, and celebrating our successes along the way.
So let's break these down one by one. What does he mean by setting big, audacious goals?
Robbins encourages us to think bigger than we formerly would, to set goals that stretch us beyond our comfort zones and inspire us to reach higher.
So instead of settling for what we think is achievable, we should aim for what truly excites and inspires us.
Absolutely.
Even if it seems impossible at first.
Yeah. Don't let your limiting beliefs define what you think is possible.
Right.
Push yourself to think bigger. To imagine what you could achieve if you truly believed in yourself and your abilities.
Now, what about taking risks?
Okay.
What does Robbins have to say about the role of risk-taking in unlocking our potential?
Robbins believes that taking calculated risks is an essential part of growth and expansion. He encourages us to step outside our comfort zones and embrace new challenges as opportunities for learning and development.
So it's about recognizing that growth and transformation often happen on the other side of our fears.
Absolutely.
So instead of playing it safe and staying stuck in our routines, we should be willing to push ourselves beyond our perceived limitations and embrace the unknown.
Exactly.
What about visualizing success?
Okay.
How does that play into unlocking our potential?
Robbins emphasizes the power of visualization as a tool for programming our subconscious minds and manifesting our desires. He encourages us to use mental imagery to create a vivid and detailed vision of ourselves achieving our goals.
So it's about creating a mental movie?
It is.
Of ourselves succeeding. Feeling those feelings of accomplishment and fulfillment as if it's already happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he provides specific techniques for making visualizations more effective, such as engaging all of your senses, adding details and emotions, and visualizing yourself overcoming challenges along the way.
So it's about creating a compelling and believable mental experience. One that truly inspires and motivates you to take action.
Absolutely.
Okay, now what about surrounding ourselves with positive influences?
Okay.
How important is that for achieving our goals and unlocking our potential?
Robbins believes that the people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our beliefs, our behaviors, and ultimately our success.
So it's about recognizing that we become like the people we spend the most time with.
I do.
So it's essential to choose our company wisely. If we're surrounded by negative or limiting people, their beliefs and attitudes can rub off on us, holding us back
They can.
from achieving our full potential. But if we surround ourselves with positive, supportive, and inspiring people, their energy and enthusiasm will uplift.
It will.
And empower us.
Yeah, it's about creating a positive and supportive environment where we feel encouraged to grow and thrive.
Okay, and what about celebrating our successes?
All right, celebrating our successes is about acknowledging our progress and rewarding ourselves for our efforts. It's about recognizing that even small wins deserve to be celebrated, as those small wins build momentum and create a positive feedback loop that keeps us moving forward.
It's like giving ourselves permission to enjoy the journey, not just focus on the destination.
Exactly, and it reinforces those positive behaviors that lead to success. It's about creating a positive and supportive inner dialogue, rather than constantly criticizing ourselves or focusing on our shortcomings.
This makes me think about how often we're our own worst critics. We tend to focus on what we haven't achieved rather than celebrating how far we've come. It's like we're programmed to see the negative rather than the positive.
And Robbins challenges us to change that programming. He believes that by focusing on our successes and acknowledging our progress, we create a more positive and empowering self-image.
So it's not about being arrogant or boastful. It's about recognizing our accomplishments and giving ourselves credit for the effort we're putting in.
Precisely, it's about recognizing that we're all works in progress and that the journey of personal growth is a lifelong adventure.
Now, you mentioned earlier that Robbins dedicates a significant portion of unlimited power to this idea of mastering our minds and emotions. What are some of the key techniques he suggests for gaining more control over our inner world?
He believes our state of mind is the key to unlocking our full potential. He emphasizes the importance of controlling our thoughts, emotions, and physiology to create a state of excellence that supports our goals and aspirations.
It's about recognizing that our internal world creates our external reality. So it's essential to master our inner game if we want to win in the outer game.
Precisely. Robbins provides specific techniques for mastering our state, including controlling our physiology, mastering our internal dialogue using anchors and visualization.
So it's not just about positive thinking. It's about taking control of our entire internal experience, our thoughts, our feelings, and even our physical sensations.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that we have far more control over our inner world than we often realize.
Let's dive into each of these techniques. What does he mean by controlling our physiology?
He's talking about recognizing that our body language, posture, and breathing patterns have a direct impact on our emotional state. Think about it. If you're feeling slumped over and your breathing is shallow, you're more likely to feel stressed or anxious.
It's like our body is mirroring our negative emotional state.
Exactly. Robbins suggests that we can consciously change our physiology to create a more positive and empowering state. So if we stand up straight, take deep breaths, and smile, our brains will start to receive signals that we're confident and happy, which can actually shift our emotional state.
It sounds like a simple but powerful technique. Our listener could try that right now. Just sit up a little straighter, take a deep breath, and notice how it affects their state of mind. What about mastering our internal dialogue?
That's about becoming aware of the constant stream of thoughts running through our minds, that inner voice that's always chattering away, and then consciously choosing to replace negative and limiting thoughts with positive and empowering ones.
So instead of beating ourselves up with negative self-talk, we can choose to focus on our strengths, our accomplishments, and the things we're grateful for.
Precisely. It's about becoming the CEO of our own minds, monitoring those thoughts and choosing to focus on the ones that serve us.
I love that analogy, the CEO of our own minds. What about anchors? How can they help us master our state?
Anchors are triggers, such as a touch, a sound, or even a mental image that we associate with a particular emotional state. Let's say you think of a time when you felt incredibly confident and successful. You could choose a specific touch or gesture as an anchor for that feeling.
So whenever you need a boost of confidence, you can simply activate that anchor by performing that touch or gesture, and it will instantly evoke that feeling of confidence. It's like having a secret weapon for managing your emotions.
Exactly. It's like having a superpower you can access at any time. Robbins says you can create anchors for any state you want: confidence, motivation, focus, relaxation, joy, and use those anchors to shift your state on demand.
That's so cool. It's like having a remote control for your emotions. What about visualizations? How do those fit into Robbins' approach?
Visualizations are about harnessing the power of your imagination to create what you want in your life. Robbins believes the more vividly we imagine achieving our goals, the more likely we are to take the actions to make them happen.
It's about creating a mental blueprint for success, seeing yourself achieving those goals as if it's already happening.
Precisely. And he provides specific techniques to make visualizations more effective. Engage all of your senses. See, hear, feel, smell, taste. The experience of achieving your goal. Add in details, emotions, and even visualize yourself overcoming challenges along the way.
It's about making it real in your mind so your subconscious can start working towards making it real in your life. Now, shifting gears a bit. I know Robbins places a lot of emphasis on physical health as a foundation for achieving unlimited power.
He believes our physical body is the vehicle through which we experience life. It makes sense that if we want to operate at our best, we need to take care of it.
It's like trying to drive a car with a flat tire and an empty gas tank. You're not going to get very far.
Exactly. Robbins emphasizes the importance of proper nutrition, exercise, and sleep. He even goes a step further and challenges us to become experts on our own bodies.
He wants us to pay attention to how different foods and activities make us feel and adjust our habits accordingly. It's about finding what works for you, not just following a generic plan.
That's a key takeaway from unlimited power. It's not about finding a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather about understanding the principles and then applying them in a way that works for you.
It's about becoming the CEO of your own well-being, making conscious choices that support your unique needs and goals. Now, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, and I know we're coming up on time.
Yes, but there's one more key concept I think we should touch on before we wrap up: Robbins' emphasis on taking action.
This seems to be a recurring theme throughout unlimited power. The idea that knowledge is only powerful when it's applied.
He's a big believer in the power of momentum. He encourages us to take consistent steps toward our goals, even if they're small, because those small actions build upon each other and create a snowball effect.
It's about overcoming procrastination, breaking those big goals down into smaller, more manageable steps, and then consistently taking action day after day.
Exactly. It's about shifting from a mindset of someday I'll to today I will.
Yeah.
It's about becoming a person of action, someone who doesn't just talk about their goals, but actually takes steps to make them happen.
It's about closing the gap between knowing and doing, between intention and action. And Robbins offers a wealth of tools and techniques to help us bridge that gap.
Absolutely. From mastering our state, to understanding our values, to setting powerful goals, to taking consistent action. Unlimited power provides a roadmap for creating lasting change and achieving extraordinary results in every area of our lives.
This has been an incredible deep dive into unlimited power. We've uncovered so many valuable insights that can truly make a difference in our listeners' lives.
I agree. It's a book that has the power to transform lives, but it's up to each individual to take those insights and put them into action.
And Robbins leaves us with a powerful message. We all have unlimited power within us. It's time to unleash that power and create the life we truly desire.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into unlimited power, here's a final thought for our listener. Robbins stresses the importance of modeling excellence, and I think that's a great lens through which to view your own journey. Who are you currently modeling, and how can you consciously choose to model those who embody the qualities you desire in your own life? We encourage you to explore unlimited power further and apply Robbins' strategies to achieve your own goals and unleash your own unlimited power.